true indeed with you. Holy Circle Gaming, thank you for rocking with your boy like always. Definitely a privilege and an honor to do as such. Y'all see what we're getting into? Marvel Puzzle Quest. But why does it look like this? Special edition time. This is not my PC squad that I normally show you. This is actually my mobile version of it. I know I've been talking to you about showing you the mobile version of the Marvel Puzzle Quest to show you the similarities and the differences. So I'm going to break that down to you real fast. And in this one, as y'all well see, I have 13 covers to pull on this one as well. So I am going to give you a cover pull strictly for my mobile version of this game. So what I really wanted to show you is the roster, because I know that's what you're curious about, to see the similarities and the differences between the rosters and how they come about. So as y'all see with the rosters and how it's coming about, the rosters kind of look like this here. Now, I have one champion as far as the rosters is concerned, and that champion so happens to be Storm. I tell y'all all the time like how I know Storm is a great character, especially as a great support character, because it's sitting in my mobile version. It's actually a champion level 96, as y'all saw on the PC version. If y'all been following along, it is also level 96 as well. But here's where a lot of the deck changes thereafter. The Captain America, you notice I didn't have it on the PC version. The reason why is because I have it on the mobile version. I have a few 4 stars that I'm sitting on as well, courtesy of my man Boom Boom Shot Put. Shout out to him. He's the one who actually pulled me this Deadpool 4-star, believe it or not. I pulled the Ant-Man, I pulled the Star-Lord as well. So I definitely have 3 4 stars on this particular squad, which actually in theory would make this squad a little bit stronger than my PC counterpart to the squad. Also, y'all see that Ares right there? I told y'all on the previous video I have a bunch of Ares sitting in the mix. The reason why I'm kind of skeptical of running Ares is because I have Ares here. I have 8 cards, basically the equivalent of 8 covers sitting on this particular Ares here. I have a Daken as well. I have the 3-star Magneto as well. I have B sitting there. But you notice I have a 1-star as well. I think I have a couple of 1-stars, but I have the 1-star Iron Man that I'm sitting on right now. And I think that's the majority of the 1-stars that I'm sitting on. But I have a bunch of 3s here. You know, Beast, Kamala Khan, Rocket and Groot, Black Panther, Loki, Sentry. I have the Deadpool, the 3-star Deadpool. I have Punisher in this mix, She-Hulk, Black Widow, and I also have the 2-star Thor as well. And I also have a few in the hole as well. So I do have a couple in the hole, not too many. A bunch of 2 stars in the hole. I have a bunch of 1s I have to get off of, but I have a bunch of 2s, most notably Wolverine. Again, shout out to Boom Boom Shot Put. He rocks with Wolverine a lot. He really likes that 2-star Wolverine a lot. I am not 100% too big on that, but I may give us a run. The other thing that you notice on my mobile squad, I don't have Captain Marvel on my mobile squad, but I may need to incorporate Captain Marvel at some point, because I have been getting pretty good pulls in regards to Captain Marvel, but not just yet. Another thing that you notice, I don't have a Magneto in that mix either. I have the 3-star Magneto, not necessarily the 2-star Magneto, so we'll see. But I do have to get off of these currently. If I re-pull them later on down the line, I will, but currently what I am going to do, because I don't think I'm going to be able to mix these 2 in currently, not within the next day or so, so I am going to sell off both of these real fast, get 500 crystals for those. Actually, I'm gonna sell off the Human Torch as well, because I don't utilize Human Torch, not the 2-star at least, in this particular mix. So I basically incorporated 750 crystals for that effort as well. As far as like 3 stars is concerned, I have a couple of 3 stars in the mix. Ragnarok, Hulk, Doctor Doom. As y'all well know, if y'all were paying attention to the last video, the Hulk is going to be the next the next card that you're playing for as far as the weekly is concerned. So that's where we are there. So that's the squad. I just want to show y'all the squad really fast and let y'all know how this squad pans out. A lot more 3 stars in the mix. I do have a 1-star that I am going to be swapping out. So I would basically have a bunch of 2-stars and 3-stars, no 1-stars. I kind of held on to Iron Man, not for anything else, simply because it was playable in this week's weekly event. So I definitely needed to utilize it, even though I haven't really been going too heavy on my mobile squad. But this is how it's been looking so far. So with that, let's go ahead and pull these particular covers on this one as well. So I don't have too many. I believe I'm sitting to the tune of maybe like 13 of the covers as well. And so it's not too many of the covers, but at least 13 of them, 7 of them standard. I think the other ones are going to be the Taco Vault ones. I didn't do anything additional because I've really been playing more so on the PC variation as opposed to the mobile. I'll play on occasion on the mobile at this juncture, but not nearly as heavy as I was before. That's why you're seeing kind of differences between them, and you're seeing the mobile version kind of like slide closer to what the PC version is. So that's where we are. You saw the first pull right there. That's a 1-star Spider-Man that I did have for a long period of time. I just got off of that particular card not too long ago. So with that one, I got I think I got a 1-star, and it actually flashed it up ahead of time. It was funny. Y'all saw that? It flashed up the 1-star Hawkeye way before it actually came across. So it's a 1-star Hawkeye, as y'all well see. Hopefully I get a 2-star out of this mix. 2-star would actually work out to be very beneficial. And never mind the drag, because it is running a little bit slower, simply because I am on the PC trying to run the mobile, so it is going to drag down a little bit. So I do apologize for the drag, but this was the only real way I can actually show you what was going on. So I'm going to kind of go through these pulls pretty fast, and it's funny because you see it kind of glitching out a little bit, showing kind of what's coming ahead. And as it's been going on with the standard pulls, doesn't matter if it's the mobile version or the PC version, basically a bunch of 1-stars. On the previous cover pull that I had on the PC version, I actually had a lot more better results. I had a couple of 2-stars. I actually had a 3-star out of the standard, so it was actually pretty good. So right now I'm just sitting on a bunch of 1-stars as far as the standards is concerned. It's not a horrible thing, but I really would like to get some 2-stars out of the mix, but that doesn't look like it's going to happen. It looks like I'm going to get a bunch of 1-stars. Maybe I'll get some better help out of the Taco Vault. Because the one thing that didn't happen in my last cover pull is that in the last one I got not too much help out of the Taco Vault. I actually got a 2-star out of this one, so that's kind of cool. So a 2-star here, it would be Human Torch, the one of the 2-stars that I really don't utilize. I just gave up Human Torch to get there, so it's not horrible. Let's go ahead and slide across, and let's go ahead and get the simulator. This simulator is at least good for at least a 2-star. Hopefully it's a 3. I got a lot of 3-stars, as you well see on my mobile version, so a 3-star would be extremely beneficial. But no, it's a 2 as well, and it's a Wolverine 2, which maybe give me a little bit more reason to maybe utilize Wolverine. I had Wolverine on my mobile, then I got off of Wolverine to make room for a 3-star. I may bring him back, I'm not sure, because I have a lot of Wolverines that I have in this particular deck. In the mobile version, as y'all well see in the vault, I know it's going to run a little bit slow again. I do apologize for a little bit of lag. It's still going to be X23. Still going to be X23 and Jean Grey. As far as like the Taco Vault is concerned, I have about 5 hours to actually pull these across. I'm going to definitely make sure we get these pulls out of the mix fairly quickly, so we get some results here. I'm not going to do them blind. I'm just going to kind of click through them super fast real quick. Just going to kind of go and click, and hopefully we get some good. And this one looked like it's going to be interrupted. So this one's actually going to be interrupted. It looks like. I am not sure. It's actually dragging ever so slightly. So it's kind of going in and out. And that's one of the things about when you're running on here. Just let y'all know the way that I run it. I actually run I run it off of BlueStacks. So running off of BlueStacks is a pretty heavy program in itself, so it actually doesn't go nearly as fast when you're running on the PC, but that's the only real way you can actually accommodate it when you're running a mobile version of a game on a PC. Now on my PC variation of Marvel Puzzle Quest, that's actually ran through Steam, just in case y'all wanted to know kind of the breakdown of how I'm able to do both. Sometimes I can run my mobile on the PC from time to time, but it does have some drag into it, and you're kind of seeing the drag happen. That's why I don't do this too often, but I've definitely been talking about it as of late, letting y'all know like what's the kickback between the mobile version versus the PC version. And as y'all well see, as far as gameplay is concerned, the gameplay is identical. You're not going to get anything different from the mobile version that you're getting on the PC, and vice versa. Now, the pull ratios, if you want to be honest, I think the pull ratios are the same. Some people will say the Steam variation, the pull ratios are a little bit better, but I can't really say that for sure. My man Boom Boom Shot Put will be able to speak to that more so than what I would. Because he does a little bit of both as well, so he'll be able to attest to it more so than what I would, as far as like, you know, which one is better as far as like ratio of pulls and everything. But for me, you know, I think it's the same. I think if you're going to get bad pulls, you're getting bad pulls across the board. If you're getting good pulls, you're getting good pulls across the board. Don't give me that Moonstone. You're going to give me Moonstone, really? Really? I don't use Moonstone. I know a lot of people use Moonstone. I've been seeing that card pop up more and more. I don't like Moonstone. I mean, I know Moonstone can cook really when it's like, you know, high level and high ranking, but it's just not my style of card, even though I may be able to utilize it. Maybe I just haven't dealt with it enough. But I don't know. I'm not big on Moonstone. That's just my personal thing. It's just not my style of card, to be honest with you. But maybe it's just me, and I just need to figure out a way to utilize it better. Give me that blade. Give me that blade. Oh, no blade, really? Ooh, but at least give me Ares. Is it an Ares that I can actually use? Because I do have Ares in the mix on this one. If it's a usable Ares, I guess that helps some. That's not a horrible pull for a 2-star. I don't think I could use that one. I think I'm maxed out on the green Ares. So here's the last one as far as like the Taco Vault's concerned. Last one up, last one down. Hopefully it comes across really good. Hopefully get a 3 or a 4. Taco Vault hasn't really been good for me. And this is kind of the second session where it hasn't really benefited me very well. I don't know if you get, and see, here's the thing. I know everybody's theory is, do you get better pulls in the morning? Do you get better pulls at night? You know, what's the ratio of pulls that you get? Oh, at least I get a Storm out the ordeal. That's cool. Storm out the ordeal is not horrible. At least a 2-star Storm, it could at least boost my champion up. That's cool. I'm not mad at that. So certain people will tell you, you know, pulling at morning versus pulling at night kind of changes the ratio some. Some people would say vice versa. I don't know. Like I said, you know, there's no real, like, there's no real mojo when it comes to pulling, like, you know, 3 stars or 4 stars or, you know, even 5 stars. I haven't seen nobody with the real mojo to really put together a very good pull session. I've been having some decent ones, I'm not gonna front, but they ain't been like top notch like that where I'm pulling like 3 stars and 4 stars and changing the ratio. The ratio is very difficult to upgrade the ratio. So I don't know. So you see the champion right there, champion 4-star. I could definitely put in some work as far as like making Captain America close to a champion as well. I have Dakin in the mix as well. A different look. This deck is a completely different look than my PC counterpart. So what I may do somewhere down the line, I may incorporate some gameplay just to show you kind of differences down the line. And that's why I said that Onslaught I can't use. I need Rampage and Sunder, so it may not even work out for that Ares. But what I may do down the line, I may show y'all some gameplay and show you some differences between how the mobile works versus how the PC counterpart works. just to kind of give you variations of how like the squad functions, because the squad is completely different. The more that I look at the squad, there's certain similarities, like with Storm and She-Hulk, but everything else is really different. I mean, the 4 stars are different. The Magneto is a 3-star versus a 2-star. I have Captain America. I still have Iron Man that I am going to switch out sometime soon. Kamala Khan, which is definitely a useful card. I have Sentry on both. I believe this Sentry is a slight bit better because they utilize 2 different abilities. I have the Cyclops, which is basically a 1 ability card right now. I have Black Widow. I have the 3-star Deadpool, which I think this is the Wales one, which is actually pretty cool, mind you. I have the She-Hulk, which is basically a non-upgraded She-Hulk. Punisher as well. So there's a lot of differences. Colossus, so Colossus is good too. So there's a lot of different things that you could do with this particular deck. Is it really fire? Kind of. It depends. Depends on how you work it. Depends on what the upgraded characters are. Really depends on how this works. Because a lot of these characters, the problem that I have with them, I'm not big on the 2 stars. Like, I'm not really big on Daken. I'm not 100% sold on Ares. As far as like the 2 stars is concerned, I have a bunch of 3 stars, and the Thor that I have as a 2-star is not upgraded properly to really give it its proper due. So things to work on. That's why with this particular one I need to get some 3 stars up as opposed to 2 stars. But that's where we are. You see how many crystals I have though? I really need to utilize those crystals at some point. So I'll definitely utilize those at some point in time in juncture. So we'll see as we go along. But that's the squad. I definitely want to show you what the mobile squad looks like. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you like the PC squad better. Let me know if you like the mobile squads better. If you want to see some action on the mobile squad, y'all definitely feel free to let me know. I'm actually going to do some different things working as well. So y'all know how we do. I'm Mr. True Indeed. I do represent Holy Circle Gaming, and like always is God above everything. Until the next time, family, we'll do it again soon. Salute.